Hey guys, welcome back to another installment of Nippon News Weekly, your news source for all things Japan. I am your host of the most, Roninjapan 91. There is much to talk about, so without any further ado, let's get started. On Monday, November 23rd, a blast damaged the ceiling, wall, and toilet of a public restroom at Yasukuni Shrine in Tokyo. The cause of the explosion is still being determined, but police state batteries and wires were found at the scene. Yasukuni Shrine is dedicated to Japan's war dead. However, it's garnered much contention for being the final resting place for Class A war criminals. Visits by Japanese politicians to the shrine have caused protests and outrage from China and the Koreas because of Japan's atrocious and heinous past war crimes and the way that these criminals are being honored. We can look at this two ways. This could be a horrible prank by someone with too much time on their hands, or this very well could be an act of aggression from a person or persons. While more information is being gathered, only time will tell. In environmental news, Japan is to continue their whaling program in the Antarctic. After a year of hiatus, the Japanese government decides to go forth with resuming its whaling in the Antarctic Ocean by early as next year. The decision came to be despite an International Court of Justice ruling in March of last year that Japan cease all whaling. Under this new plan, Japan states that it will cut down its annual mink whale catches by 2/3, or 333 whales, for scientific purposes. This decision has definitely caught the eye of opposition, such as the court and conservationists, and they are riled up for essentially Japan's breaking of the law. Australian Environment Minister Greg Hunt had this to say: "We do not accept in any way, shape, or form the concept of killing whales for so-called scientific research." Why would you need 1,000 or even 300 plus whales caught and killed for research? It's no secret that Japan is a whale-consuming country, and don't get me wrong, I don't think consuming whale is a bad thing, but the sheer number of whales that are being hunted is far too high, and I'd personally prefer to see a cease of whaling rather than a reduction. Continuing with the environment, on Saturday the 28th, 1,000 citizens and environmentalists marched through the streets of Tokyo, calling for stronger action to combat climate change. The organized march was joined by people holding banners that read, "Climate Action Now." The march isn't only limited to Japan. Similar marches have also gone on in other countries like Australia and France. This is in lead up to COP21, the 12-day climate conference held in France that is set to begin Monday. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe will attend and is expected to announce a plan to increase Japan's hand in anti-global warming support in developing countries to 1.3 trillion yen, or $11 million annually by 2020. Moving back to the march, it's baffling that there were only 1,000 participants. I would expect a bigger turnout because now, more than ever, climate change is in a state of urgency, and the consequences are being felt across the globe. We'll see how these next 12 days unfold. This meeting between the nations about climate change could be one of the most significant talks of our lifetime. And if anything, it's understood that measures have to be taken to help combat climate change, and we all have to do our part. Okay guys, that is my time. Links to the articles will be found in the description below. If you have a thought or an opinion on any of these topics, please feel free to leave a comment. If you're new, consider subscribing to the channel and give that video a big old thumbs up if you liked it. If you do the social networking thing, I do have a Twitter at RoninJapan91. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next video. Mata raishu.
Roninjapan